Hey, what is up, Aquatine Hunger Force? Yo, Master Shake, that's my guy. That's my guy. I used to start out liking Frylock, but nah, Shake. I think that's who I am inside. Maybe that's not a great thing to say, but he's hilarious. He's hilarious, and of course, gotta love Meatwad, the ever lovable Meatwad. But enough about those guys. Let's talk about this guy over here, and this is a double spindle. Double spindle with some elements obviously similar to the double Paleotrex builds that I have on the channel. But yeah, he's got some cool things about him that are unique, that are only spindle-esque. But yeah, he's pretty nice. He's pretty nice. And actually just by himself, without being compared to the other fossilizers, kind of like native bone colors, the PB&J color scheme is not too offensive. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. But he is definitely all sorts of peanut butter and jelly, especially those peanut butter and jellies that are like mixed together. Dude, I never like those. I never like those. I'm like, dude, why do you got to have them in one jar? Yeah, it's convenient and stuff, but I don't know. I never like those, dude. Be one or the other. And anyway, so this thing over here is basically, yeah, a combo of two of the spindles. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I like the frilly arm bits. I think the weapon is nice. I think the weapon is very unique. It almost looks like some monster hunter weapon, that's been fashioned from like some type of like mob or boss that you've taken down. And if I remove this, because it's just plugged into the thumb, we can, yeah, just look at him direct on. Yeah, he's pretty nice. He has these cool forearms that are all frilled out from the Spinosaurus tails. And yeah, neat. Some of the things that you'll notice are similar are, well, maybe that we'll notice are different is that because the fins don't have the two double pegs, like Paleotrex has a peg right here and also another peg over there. And since he doesn't have that, we couldn't use those axe bits, those frilly things in the same fashion. And so therefore we are using the tail frills instead. Yeah, axe bit and tail frills. And he's pretty secure. What was that noise? He's pretty secure. He's very, very easy to make, actually. I'm not sure how many people out there own two spindles, but I'm just going to kind of go into it anyway, as if you do. I may not even need to take him apart because he's very, very easy to see, actually. And you may be able to replicate most of this, if not all of this, using a Paleotrex build. And so, yeah, let's do this. So the body is basically the standard Paleotrex body, the spindle body in this case. And the tail is plugged into the mouth and the jaw because that is a unique part of Spindle. And on the sides of the robots are the frilly tail bits that you're plugging in because you need to extend out those male connectors, basically. One male connector going into the two holes over here and then protruding out on the side. And then you have two of the calves that are plugged in, and one calf over here, and those become the biceps. And then you have the frills basically plugged in to form the forearms. And then the way you create the hands is you are just plugging in the claw, hand, foot, whatever you want to call it, into the little pegs that are at the bottom. And you're plugging them into those little wrist holes, those wrist sockets. And slightly different. Okay. Whatever. And if you notice, the claws on my spindle are not just like popping off left and right because I have treated them. I've done a little bit of work on them. I injected them with Botox. No, I'm just kidding. I did some hot water stuff, some hot water treatment, but I'm going to share that in a fix-it video in the future. Yeah. So the bottom half is basically you have the thighs of Spindle. You plug them into the calves. And on the bottom, you have the claws basically plugged in like so. The heels are basically, the thumbs are plugging into the heels, and you angle them like that, and you just have the two bucklers on the side. And then on the back, what you're doing is there's going to be two little pegs that protrude from the underside, the down part, the lower half of the frilly tails, and you are plugging them into the two holes that exist on the back of the thighs. I kind of don't want to peel it off because it's already in there, but you know what I'm talking about. The thighs have two little holes on the inner side, and you're cinching this all together and therefore making it a very, very stable, yeah, very, very stable and cohesive build. In terms of his weapon is just the spindle torso, tail plugged into where the head would be, and then the head bit plugged into the bottom part. So it's nice and cool and tribal and Monster Hunter like. And you just get that. You plug it into the thumb. Get that back into the hole. And yeah, and then you just kind of like pose him however you want to pose him. Make him look cool. Oh, why are these so off balance right now? Just chill a second ago. Oh, there we go. There we go. And there you go. There you have our boy Spindle. Pretty quick tutorial, right? Yeah, and like I said, you could probably do something very similar with the P-Tracks. Go ahead and give it a try if you don't have the spindles. And yeah, most of all, just have fun and try to be cool with one another as we pass through time on this spinning rock. Okay? Take care, y'all. Bye.